The main causes of a bicycle accident are inattention of a driver that obviously has hit a motorcycle. It's improper lookout or failure to keep a proper lookout, inattention for whatever reason, and that's when you'll see bicycle accidents with a motor vehicle. The type of injuries that you see in a bike accident usually are serious because you have no protection on a bicycle. You can have head injuries, which can result in traumatic brain injury. Road rash is very common and can be very serious. That's skin burns. You can have broken bones. You can have internal injuries. The people or companies that you're looking to hold responsible for a bicycle accident obviously are the motorists that hit you. In trucking accidents, there's a number of people you can look to be responsible. Normally, you start with the driver and go from there. The types of damages available to people involved in bicycle accidents are compensatory damages to compensate them for their loss, which include pain and suffering, mental anguish, loss of income, cost of medical bills. Those are your typical compensatory type of damages. I practice in Austin and San Antonio. Those cities are very populated. There's heavy bicycle activity on the roads in both those cities. And because there's heavy bicycle activity, there's a lot of bicycle accidents. And I've had a number of cases that involve bicycle accidents over the years, and I've had a lot of experience investigating and trying the lawsuits for bicycle accident cases. I think my past clients and current clients would say that I'm very involved in their case, that I know what I'm doing, I'm very experienced, that I've given them good advice. I hope to give them good advice. I think they trust me, and trust between a client and the lawyer is probably the most important thing. Client communication is very important. It's important for me to get back to my client as soon as possible. I try to get back to my client. If they call me that day, I'm trying to get back to them that day. Sometimes that's difficult because sometimes you're off in court or meetings or that sort of thing. But I am very mindful that a client, when they call me as their lawyer, they're wanting to know something. And when people want to know something, they're entitled to get an answer back as quickly as possible. So I'm going to try to get back to you, the client, as quickly as I can. I'm a small firm. I'm what we call a solo practitioner. I have assistants, but I'm the only lawyer in my firm. I've got other lawyers in the same building with me that I consult with, so it's not like that. It's just me. Sometimes I step next door and talk to another lawyer and say, hey, give me your advice about this. I feel like it's a real advantage to the client being a solo practitioner because I'm personally involved in their case step by step, all the way through from calling our office the very first time to taking your case to court. My firm is different in the respect that I have been practicing for 40-something years. I have a lot of experience, and what I think is a real advantage to the client and the difference in my firm and others is that I have practiced on both sides of the case. And by that I mean I've done defense work. I now do plaintiff's work. I handle people cases. I don't represent companies. I don't represent insurance companies. I represent the people. And I think I'm different in the respect that I have that experience that at one point in time I did represent insurance companies. It's 20 plus years ago, but I know what to anticipate that they're going to do and can be a move ahead of them at all times. During an initial consultation for a bicycle accident case, I'm going to want to know how the accident has affected you personally and how it's affected your life. So I need to know if there are things that you're not able to do now that you could do before. I need to know all about your work history and your work experience and whether you can or cannot work now. I need to know about your family and how the accident has affected your interaction with your family. I need to know all of that about about you personally. I need to know all about your injuries and your medical history. And then I need to know about the accident itself, so I know how to investigate it, whether there were witnesses. We'll probably want to go to the scene with you to have you show me and point out to me exactly where it occurred, exactly what you were doing when it occurred. So those are things that you can expect me to inquire about in an initial consultation.